Zionism, where do we even begin? While it's true that the past 7 decades of Israeli aggression in Palestine are the physical manifestation of Zionism in action, we can't fully grasp the magnitude of this issue without studying its ideological origins. So let's dive in. As an inherently racist movement with white supremacy at its core, Zionism has only opportunistically used aspects of Judaism to justify its political ambitions. Whether it seeks a return to the Torah's promised land or a fulfillment of the biblical prophecy, Zionism is anything but a virtuous religious ideology. What it really is a racist, political, and colonialist movement that privileges a ruling class of elites by weaponizing religion, language, and history to further its goals. Don't believe it? Let's see what the father of Zionism himself had to say. Theodor Herzl's version of a model state for the Jews was anything but a democracy, which he believed would be dangerous because it would allow the uneducated masses to dominate politics. Instead, Herzl favored a liberal model of an aristocracy which allowed him to attract European elites and Western leaders to his plan by telling them that for Europe we shall create in Palestine an outpost against Asia. We shall be the vanguard of the civilized world against barbarism. The language Herzl used in his writings and speeches about Zionism often included references to Arabs and Muslim being of an inferior status. For example, Herzl's use of barbarism sent a very clear message that in the Western world lies the height of civilization, while Arabs are the uncivilized barbarians of the region. These viewpoints, however, are far from being an exception. From history to today, we hear the echoes of these same views among Israeli elites. In 1956, former Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon said, "The Palestinian woman and children is more dangerous than the man because the Palestinian child's existence infers that generations will go on." In 1982, then Prime Minister Menachem Begin said in his speech to the Knesset that the Palestinians are beasts walking on 2 legs. In 1994, Rabbi Yaakov Peren openly said that 1 million Arabs are not worth a Jewish fingernail. In 2006, then Prime Minister Ehud Olmert said Israeli lives are worth more than Palestinian ones. In 2015, former Israeli Finance Minister Avigdor Lieberman said, "Those who are against us deserve to have their heads chopped off with an axe." In 2023, a 95-year-old Israeli army veteran, Ezra Yakin, said, "Wipe out their families, their mothers, and their children. These animals must not be allowed to live any longer." Former Chief of Staff of the IDF, Raphael Eitan, said, "The only good Arab is a dead Arab." Most recently, Israel's current president, Isaac Herzog, said in a press conference that there are no innocent civilians in Gaza. Today, Western leaders are quick to embrace global diversity and condemn white supremacy in front of the cameras, except when it comes to Israel. While Israel, which prides itself in being the only democracy in the Middle East, has a history of treating its own non-white citizens as second-class, subhuman creatures, and the U.S. and its allies have had little to say on the matter. This is the reality that has sustained Israel's racist, supremacist regime since its illegal inception.